All right guys, what's going on? Finally getting a chance to do some spacers on my car. I picked some up from ECS Tuning, as you can see here. Today we're gonna do 15 front and 12.5 rear. I have the competition package, so the wheels do fit, I guess, a little bit nicer in the wheel wells, but there's just a little bit of gap that I kind of want to flush, get the wheel nice and flush, and kind of improve the stance just a little bit. I don't really have plans, at least in the near future, to get different wheels. Maybe a couple years out or whatever, I might kind of change it up. But I think I'm going to stick with the competition wheels, and to sort of tide me over, I just want to complete the look a little bit, make the fitment just that much nicer. So all I did was I picked up from ECS Tuning 15 millimeter and then 12.5 for the rear, just because the fitment's a little bit tighter there. And the 15 comes with extended stud bolts, so all you have to do is put these in instead of the original ones, because they're longer, so there's an extra 15 millimeters. And I think I'm going to put some anti-seize on it as well, just kind of around the hub area. And I'm also going to be doing a little bit of rust cleanup. This car pretty much has no rust on it, but the rotors and kind of around the hub area rusts just kind of naturally, just by being heated up and cooled down a lot, and rain and dirt and all kinds of other junk. It just around a couple little areas. I'm just going to touch it up while the wheel is off. Shouldn't really take much longer than normal. So we're going to get this thing, I'm going to jack the car up. Actually, I'll show you the stance right now. Okay, so I mean, you guys have probably seen this in a lot of videos if you watch, but I'm going to try to go to a couple angles here. You know, the fitment is okay in my opinion. You know, there is, you know, some space. I guess my point is that, you know, the hand can kind of go in there a little bit, and the front is just a little bit more. So if I try to, it's hard on the camera because it's all about the angle, but as you can see, you know, I can fit my hand between the tire and the wheel well, and that's pretty much being flat if I can make my hand flat. So it's gonna widen the stance just a little bit. Most people, I think, do 15 and 12.5. Although I have seen more in the front, so I think that'll be a safe way. Did a ton of driving today, so that's why the car is a mess, and the fronts, oh my god, they're just so dirty. So let's get the wheel off here. Alright, so here is the wheel, just that little rust area. Gonna give this little area a little attention. It's really not bad. Once I knock it off, it should be fine. And dang, these things are really could use some attention in here. I'd love to wash this, but I don't really have a lot of time tonight. So let's go ahead and take care of the rust here. It's a wire brush on here. Yes, it's really that simple. Kind of would like to remove the stickers, but I don't really see the point. They're just going to be worn away and disappear real soon. So that's really it. You just have to line it up with the stud holes. Looks pretty good there. And put the wheel back on with the extended studs. Quick little tip, guys, I'm putting these on hand tight just to get them in there just a little bit, get the thread started, because if you don't and you just put them, you know, barely on there, and you get this guy, you could cross thread it and screw it up, which would be really bad. So just hand tighten it to make sure it's aligned right. That one looks done. Let's see how it looks. Oh, by the way, the plug I put in here a few weeks ago, still working good. I haven't had any issues, so I plugged my tire. Go check that video out if you're interested. Oh yeah. All right. So, wow. That must be exactly flush. That looks freaking amazing. Holy shit. All right. It almost sticks out too far. That's such a good stance though. Let's go over here. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, that's so much better. I think my friend Adam put like 17 millimeter spacers, which, man, if you're watching this, I don't know. I'd be scared that that would rub for sure. All right, let me give you one more view from back here. I think that's perfect, to be honest with you. It actually looked like too much at first, but I think that's great. So let's look. Oh yeah, way better. All right, on to the back one. I don't find it necessary to narrate this part. It's very, very basic. That was extremely quick. I did the same thing on my Jeep, which has like 1.5 inch spacers because I wanted that thing more stance. I actually wanted the tires to stick out more than they do on that car, but don't worry about that. All right, so we're just gonna do this real quick so I can give you a comparison of the front and the back. So let's do that. All right, guys, well, here's a learning experience that might be helpful to you. You should definitely do as much research as you need, as much as possible. To be honest with you, I usually spend hours trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, and I thought I did. The fronts, the 15 millimeter spacers came with extended lug bolts, which you saw me put on, and the rears did not. And I, for some reason, assumed that I would still be okay, but the goddamn loud ass car has to drive by when I'm telling you something important. Yeah, so the rear, essentially what I'm trying to say is the rear, I need to buy extended lug bolts for the rear now, which I don't have. But I did put one of the extended ones that's gonna go in the other front in there so you can still see what it's gonna look like. I can't run spacers in the back right now. I'm just gonna do the fronts tonight because I don't have the extended lug bolts. I only got 2 sets. I didn't think I'd need another set, and I didn't ask. I just assumed that the package would have came with it if it needed it. So mine are not long enough. Kind of annoyed if you can't tell, but the fitment's awesome, but it's not going to fit like that. I'm gonna have to take it off. So let's see the back here. Yeah, way better on the front, on the other side, and this side's not done yet either. So I'm gonna actually have to finish this on my own without you guys, but you get an idea of what it looks like. It looks awesome. I would definitely do 15 and then 12.5. But definitely get extended lugs for the ones that don't come with it. The 15s did, these did not. They should have. Maybe I didn't read the fine print. Maybe I'm an idiot. I don't know. But that's gonna do it today. Oh man, that's so frustrating. One of the very few times this happens. I normally don't have this issue because I do my research. I over research, I guess. Let me go in the garage here. So anyways, what I'm just frustrated. So, moral of the story, now you guys know, I guess this is kind of the reason why I have a channel, for me to figure things out, sometimes the hard way. You know, I got my hands all dirty and trying to do this all in kind of one swoop, but it doesn't always happen that way. So that's just the way sometimes things happen, unfortunately. As you guys saw, hopefully on, I don't know, Instagram, a couple other places, this is a situation of happiness. This card actually was from ECS Tuning. It was on a big sale. It was like 50% off. It's a metal cart, really stable. Kind of took a while to put together, but I have everything here, so I can literally just, all four wheels roll. I can just roll it out to the car, where before I was sifting through all these bins. I was getting other stuff today because of the spacers, but there's a couple extra things in here that right now I'm not able to use, but hopefully in the not too distant future I'll be able to use those pieces of equipment. What's up, guys? So it's a different day, and I just had to film a separate part of this video because I can't stand making such a stupid mistake. I need to be real with you guys. I'm dumb. I ordered the wrong part. That's it. So I ordered the wheel bolts. I'll tell you exactly what happened. So here's ECS Tuning. Really simple. I don't know how I messed this up, but here is the one I should have ordered, but I just ordered this. So I said that the rears didn't come with the extended lug bolts. Yeah, well, they didn't because I ordered the wrong damn thing. So go to their website if you want to order their stuff. Obviously not a sponsor or anything like that. I just totally made a mistake. I don't know how I clicked the wrong one. I just didn't really think about it. I'm like, huh, that's kind of weird. I guess I don't need extended lug bolts. I was just super excited to get them, and so now I have to, you know, pay for shipping, where before it was free because it was over 50 bucks. But anyways, that's what happened. I made a mistake. The rears are gonna be on. Actually, you saw it in the video already. I just put the one bolt on so you could see the fitment. The rear lug bolts, the extra 10 of them, hasn't come yet, but those will be on like real soon. So any of my pictures or videos or anything, they'll be on. So while I'm here, I actually thought it would be a cool opportunity to do some sort of question and answer, and sort of go through some comments and that kind of thing. I haven't really ever done this. I've never really had enough comments to sort of justify not giving a good answer or not answering, or it's been like a month and I just feel like it's dumb to try to answer. So anyways, we're gonna get to a bunch of comments. Let me put this on a tripod. My arm already hurts. All right, guys, so the comments that I picked are going to be funny ones, intelligent ones, genuine questions that I get a lot, anything like that. So I want to give you guys an opportunity to tell you, probably after these comments, so you don't ask the same comment, but I want you guys to take this opportunity to comment below on something that you've commented before and never answered, or something that you want to know, or whatever. So instead of, or ideally what I want to do is make a post on Instagram and say, Q&A, post comments below, and then I'll put it in a video. I kind of want to do that, but if you guys are already on YouTube, it makes sense to just stick with the platform. So keep a question in mind, write it down, whatever you want to do. I want you guys to comment below. Now's your chance to ask me anything that's not related to the video, and it will not annoy me. So I'm going to start with YouTube comments, and then I have a couple funny things on Instagram that people are like, man, it's so funny. So anyways, first one. I think it's a smart move. The splitters will get distorted and you can easily replace them instead of worrying to lose $300 to $400 every time you scrape them. And this is in reference to the splitters that I put on my car. I put on eBay splitters, and the reason for that is exactly what he said, which is my reason. My driveway is like insanely steep. I probably said it a million times already, but my logic is I'm afraid that I'm gonna have an issue, and I don't want to invest that much money just yet. I fixed the eBay ones to look exactly how I want them to look, and until something happens, they're going to stay on the car. Next one, the gray inside doesn't look good, and Alec9X M3 is referring to the gray inside my M3. It has gray inserts, kind of like the E39 M5s. Most people haven't said anything bad about it. I didn't want the gray, I wanted just all black. But yeah, that's a nice opinion. What's the exhaust setup on the black E92? Well, actually my friend Travis literally just texted me back. Literally just texted me back as I asked that, because I realized I did not have the answer. So he is saying Agency Power Rear / Megan, or Megan, however you say it. And he has a angry face. So Travis, here's a really quick shout out to Travis, who has, it's actually not a matte black, it's a satin black wrapped. I think it's a 2010 E92 M3 DCT supercharged. Go follow him on Instagram. It's ostate_M3, and go check out his channel. I will do my best to remember to put it in this description. I want him to have enough subscribers. He doesn't have 100 yet, but I want him to have enough subscribers that he can customize his YouTube link, because I'm sick of it having all that gobbledygook in his description of his Instagram. It needs to say youtube.com/ostateM3. He needs to have it custom. So guys, go subscribe to him. He makes cool videos just like me. Feel free to give him some shit for his GoPro though. Feel free to do that. And he also said, so Agency Power Rear / Megan, Mach Schnell X-Pipe. Oh geez, I hope I said that right. So that is the info on Travis's Satin M3, which I got a lot of questions on. Okay. Hey Brandon, great pics, like rolling pics. Any new upload? I think I know what you're asking for, rolling pics of the M3. I really want some. It's just a matter of getting good photographers and a DSLR out in another car and going down the road, and having the weather good and not cars in the way. It's just really hard logistically. I love those shots, so I'm gonna try to get some ASAP. Okay, oh geez, this one's funny. The exhaust tips are the car's nipples. The 000 steel wool is all you need to get those results. Now keep going and tackle that muffler. Go over it with the steel wool and then put some mothers on a rag and give the mufflers a good polish. If you really want it to pop from the rear, polish the aluminum lower control arms and all the stuff hangs down low enough to see when someone is behind you. That I actually did consider doing when I was polishing my exhaust tips, but I was a little pressed for time, and it's sort of an area that's debatable to do. If you're a crazy detailer like me, you probably think about it, and I will do it. I've seen videos of people sort of polishing underneath the muffler. Unless I get a different rear section, I'll probably do it in the next maybe month or so. Over the summer, I think I'll tackle that. I'm in the market for a 335 and I have two questions. Should I go for E90 or E92? Should I go for pre-LCI N54 or post-LCI N55 engine? And this is very specific, but I wanted to put it in here because I get so many questions on that. Or should I get a 335 versus M3? Guys, it's all about your preference. The 335 that I had was a great car. The N54 is a great engine if you don't get one of the earlier ones. The later ones are pretty solid as far as problems and you know, all the issues that you hear about them, they're kind of ironed out by the time the later ones came out. N55 is also a great car. That's the one I had, but it's not really like a power beast. You know, it's quick, it's fun, it sounds good, but if you want to tune it at all, you're gonna want the N54. And as far as E90 or E92, I mean, I like the coupe way better, but that's just me. Hello Brandon, somehow I missed the video. Well, I'm sorry for that, I'm glad you saw it. Nice upload, thank you. You using Canon or Sony? Well, a bunch of my videos I switched around, but most of my videos I'm using the Canon G7X Mark II. Several months now, at least I think early 2017 I got it. I had the Mark I, but it had some annoying focus issues that it was sort of, you could sort of hear it kind of moving back and forth when it was autofocusing. I could not stand it. So I got rid of that thing, and I honestly just dropped the cash to buy a new G7X Mark II, and I love it. It's a great all-around camera, auto adjust, low light, all that stuff, flip up screen. It's one that most people use for like kind of my style of videos. I do want to get like a 70D or an 80D to do a full mic setup and all that, but that's a big investment. So maybe when the YouTube channel starts taking off a little bit more, I will consider investing in one of those. Low battery, that sucks. Okay. Here's a good one. 335i plus 5K in mods is greater than M3, which is greater than stock 335. Well, if you're talking about speed, then hell yes, you're right, Max. Yeah, the 335 tuned plus versus M3 argument is freaking everywhere in the 335 versus M3 videos. Honestly, yeah, 335 is gonna be way freaking faster if you tune it. Even M3 with a supercharger. I mean, you can get a 335i fast, very, very fast, if you do the right things. But that's not the point. I didn't buy the M3 to be faster than everyone else. I bought a freaking manual. So, those comments are everywhere. Okay, here's a long one. As an owner of E92 M3, I don't think you can call anything about this car muscle. I called it a Euro muscle car because that's what it feels like to me. This is a high revving unit that produces only a little bit more torque than new 2.0 turbos. If anything, it feels special because it's reminiscent of a different era, the naturally aspirated era. You're right. This is what it feels like to have driven a supercar from the 90s. Well, that's cool. I've never driven a supercar from the 90s. I've owned a Mustang GT2, and they are poles apart. The muscle car category is completely different. That's the instant break your neck torque segment. I get it. This is Jekyll and Hyde. Two different cars, two different rev ranges, below 5k RPM and above 5k RPM. You make some good points. Aoun, however you say your name, Jaffrey. Yeah, it just, comparing it to the 335, it just feels like a burly muscle car to me. I understand that's really actually not. But it is a V8 and it does kind of have a little bit of rumble, so that's kind of where I get my point from. Jenna looks mean. Damn right. I need to do the halo lights too. Hashtag same boat. Well, Sean John, you know how it feels to be me in my life. My life sucks because I have yellow halos on my car. They will be replaced, I promise you. But I've been getting, when I posted a couple new videos on my M3, everyone was posting about the yellow halo. They'll be replaced, don't worry, I just think it's funny. You should get white LED halos instead of those yellow ones. 11 thumbs up, you guys are assholes. He knows, la la la. Yeah, it's funny. Everyone, I think that person did it on purpose. I don't know if they did or not, it's funny. The M3 is all natural, hot, curvy chick. 335i got that plastic surgery and won't scream as loud. 8 people get what he's saying. I mean, all right. Let's get back to detailing cars, my friend. You got it. Hi, what is the product to use to maintain your leather? I'm embarrassed. I don't have a good answer. Lexol is very popular, and Leather Eek seems to be high end as well. I have like a 3-step kit that's like kind of generic. I don't even know the brand off the top of my head, which I feel embarrassed to admit. As long as you get sort of the clean, condition, and protect is sort of the point of things you want to do to make it. You want to keep it soft so it doesn't crack, but you want to protect it, but you also want to clean it when you're doing it. It makes sense. So I don't have a good answer, and I'm sorry. I will do some interior videos, but that's just not fun for me. Honestly, the interior is like cleaning the wheels. It just sucks. Did you use YouTube money to buy the M3? Hell no. I was actually just telling someone recently that I'm sort of even as far as the YouTube money versus investment in the channel goes, because of cameras and gas and whatever you want to count as money towards the channel. I bought several cameras, a couple GoPros, mounts, batteries, SD cards, external hard drives. I mean, I was deep in the red for a while. Now I don't really make a lot from the YouTube channel, to be honest with you guys. So that's not even, it subsidizes a little bit, but it's really not even close. Okay. Hi, curious, what bottles did you use to detail? I don't actually have a preference on bottles in general. I like the Adams bottles. I think I have mostly like the 16-ounce size, but I do find that they run low quick and you have to refill them, which is such a pain in the ass. So I don't know if they have 24-ounce or whatever the bigger ones from Adams I want to get, but they won't all be matching. I do like the Griot's Garage. You can actually buy Griot's Garage spray nozzles from like Auto Geek and a bunch of other sites. I bought a bunch of those, so you can just stick those in a bottle from like CarPro or wherever. Those are probably one of my favorite spray nozzles. If you're looking for nozzles, I know that's not bottles, but the bottles from Griot's are good too. Let's see more maintenance stuff. I did a bunch of maintenance stuff. I did an oil change and a differential flush on the M3. I need to do an oil change on my Jeep. And I also need to do transfer case and differential on that as well. It's just getting pushed behind, so I might do that. I'm not sure what other maintenance stuff I'm gonna do on the M3 yet, but you guys will definitely see it. I'll definitely post it. I've just watched a guy washing his dream car for 25 minutes and I feel good. This was my first video where I said I drove 2,000 miles and I did my first wash. I just kind of made the video long and a little rambling and sort of just let myself go and just sort of talk about whatever. So thank you, buddy. Came from Justin's channel. Thank you, Nancy. You guys are sick. I'm rolling in an E60, come down to Vegas. Well, that would be an awesome trip to have some BMWs roll all the way to Vegas. A little far though. We'll see what happens. You never know what kind of rallies there are. The M3 really wants to be driven. So, Nancy, thank you for that offer. Laugh out loud. You're doing videos because you think you look good. You didn't show the car. Yep, you got me. I look good. There's nothing like a manual shift car to connect the driver with the car and give a much better driving experience. Totally agree with you. Although it was a little risky to post that in the comments because everyone's gonna try to argue with you. So I just posted the screenshot here because it's kind of funny. Manual is overrated. I don't know about that, dude. But yeah. Get a BPM stage 2 tune. Trust me, you'll be amazed at the potential this car will feel. It should have come this way from the factory tune, which some of my M3 videos, trust me, LOL. Can't put it any other way. Mike at BPM is a mastermind. Grabbing 30 horsepower on this car wakes it up. You will have a completely different opinion on the car after the stage 2 tune. It's an M car, not a 3 series. I don't know if I called it a 3 series. Oops, if I did. I'm with you, and I actually just put this in here because I want to talk really quick about what I want to do to the M3. I really want to do test pipes, catless test pipes, and a tune. I don't know what tune exactly. I honestly want to kind of go cheaper on the tune if possible, because I don't even really care about the horsepower. I really want the sound. Right now I care most about the sound, and doing test pipes that are catless, and then leave the, so that's primary cat delete, test pipes, and then leaving secondary cats. So it won't be raspy, but it'll be like louder than it is now. So kind of like how it is now, but just louder, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure I've heard a couple of videos of the sound that I really like. I don't want to be too loud. Rather get a 991 Turbo S. Well, hell yeah, brother. You should keep it low key. Yeah, I'd rather have a 991 Turbo S too, but it's a little out of my price range. You need Kranzel. Well, thanks, Matt. I know. Kranzel coming soon. Did you get up to 5,500 RPM on that one-up shift from 3rd to 4th? Oh my God, you are a madman. And I can't tell if this guy is being sarcastic. Dude, I hope you are, because if you're being serious, this car the M3 revs to 8,400, and it's best over 5,500. If you're shifting below 5,500, your day hasn't even started yet. So just let me tell you. You have an E30 though. I mean, I feel like those are fairly high shifting. I don't know. I'd watch an M3 over any Latina babe anytime. I don't know about any Latina babe, but you know. You probably only use your turning signals on your videos. No, I actually do use them all the time because I'm like self-conscious about being a BMW driver, to be honest, guys. Unless we're like cruising on the back roads, it's, you know, it's aggressive driving. No, we're not passing anyone. We're just driving the back roads. Like, that's not the same as, like, I don't weave in and out and just cut people off. Like, I just hate that shit. You should make a video on how it feels owning M3 coming from 335. Well, I did make one, and to be honest, I wasn't really that happy with it. I feel like it's so hard to explain, but really the gist is the M3 for me for some reason, I wish I could fully explain it, just wants to be driven. Like, I've never wanted to drive a car so much, I guess, is a good way of just explaining it in general. Like the 335, I felt the same way, but just not as extreme. And it's not even because it's an M, it just wants it. I don't know how to say it, but I will do more thoughts on that because that got a lot of views, and I don't know, it seemed like you guys liked it. So I'll do more thoughts on that, or I'll add little clips here and there on the differences between the two cars. Convenience package, you mean the lazy package. Yeah, you got me. Okay, so before I go to the last one, I'm gonna do quick Instagram. God, you guys freaking crack me up. So here's the picture. If you go to my page, please tell me it's clear. There we go. This is one of my favorite pictures, guys. Check out the front. Do you see anything? Any bugs? Any holes? Any broken? Anything like that? Yeah, well, apparently I've set the bar too high for myself, because now I'm not allowed to take pictures of my car unless it's like immaculate, like Pebble Beach showroom status is kind of how I feel. First freaking comment, are those license plate holes? Dude, there's no license plate holes on my car. No, there's not. And I'm actually not gonna do any other comments because the theme that I think everyone thinks they're freaking hilarious is commenting saying that there's bugs or license plate holes on my car. First of all, yes, there are bugs on my car because a lot of the pictures I take, I'm driving around. Like I just said, I freaking love to drive this car more than I can like explain. I can't explain it. So that gives me the opportunity to take pictures. So I guess I could do a quick little waterless wash, but it's like I want you guys to see the cool stuff. I don't want to like spend a freaking hour, you know, cleaning it up. I want to just take it, and that's the real, you know, that's how my videos are. They're the real, they're not over edited. They're edited a little bit to make it kind of cool, but that's kind of how I think my pictures are. They're edited a little bit, but you still get the gist of reality. So anyways, people think they're really funny and commenting, and if I take a picture of my mileage, people are saying how my dash is dusty. You guys are freaking ruthless. I can't imagine doing something bad on the internet and just being torn apart like all day long like that. You know, I'll try to be well behaved, but it's funny that you guys think you're funny. Anyways, we're gonna end. And this one, like honestly, people get butthurt, like as a YouTube, you know, person who produces videos. But I don't really know. I don't know. This person just seems, I feel like someone just paid someone to, and if you're under like 16, there's a lot of bad words in here, okay? And this is referring to a video that I published when I was not even really doing videos. It was like a GoPro footage of my trip from Florida to Ohio. Like I moved from Florida to Ohio, and I had like time lapse or something like that. And someone, I guess, found it just randomly there, however they found it, and they thought they were funny. Or I don't know what they thought. Okay, here we go. I see this was published in 2015. It is now 2017. Do you miss the sun yet? Do you realize that you would be freezing your ass off for 6 months a year? How do you like driving around in the snow and ice? Do you miss the palm trees? How about the fact that you hardly ever, and I mean hardly ever, get to see the fucking sun? Are you insane? Why the hell would you ever want to leave paradise to move to gloomy, dismal, always fucking rainy, cold ass Ohio? What the hell is the matter with you? Jesus fucking Christ. Do you totally stone out on crack? Sorry about that. Lost my mind for a moment there. Anyways, enjoy the misery that is Ohio, and you will probably be begging for a way to move back to Florida pretty soon. But that probably won't happen because to move to Florida, unless you have a lot of money or luck out on a halfway decent foreclosure and have $30,000 to $50,000 sitting around to buy it, you won't find a decent apartment in Florida in a decent neighborhood for less than $1,500 to $2,000 a month. In which case, you are better off just trying to buy a house. But you had better have a serious down payment, because it is a seller's market right now, and it ain't cheap, no matter how you slice it. But you wish you had never moved. Do you miss the sun yet? Time Bandit. Man, you have a way with words, my friend. I think I really liked Florida, to be honest with you guys, and I wouldn't mind experiencing the sunshine again. A good neighborhood for $1,500 to $2,000 a month. Well, I was in Palm Beach Gardens in a like over 1,000 square foot linoleum clean big kitchen place, single by myself, for like barely over $1,000. And it was an awesome neighborhood. I could pretty much leave my door unlocked. It was so nice. And so yes, you can find a nice place for under $1,500, by the way. Maybe it's a little more now. Maybe it's like $1,100 or $1,200. But at the time, yeah, I moved for a job. So that's the story. So right now I'm in Ohio, big deal. But it's summertime, not complaining. I don't know, guys. I honestly, like, this comment is so extreme that, like, I guess this actually makes me want to do more videos, because it makes me give it, a chance to laugh at something. But anyways, this video went a lot longer than I wanted it to. I want to say thank you so much. If you're watching right now, you guys are like, you're OG, you're legit, you guys are awesome. Because most people probably tune out after 5 to 10 minutes. I know my videos are a little bit long, but anyways, yeah, that's my favorite word if you haven't figured that out. So, lots of exciting things coming up. Mods for the M3, cruises to South Carolina, trip planned to Florida. So I will be hopefully in the S-Class a little bit. So you guys will see some footage of that. If you've been around long enough, you know about my family and my daily down there. And that's going to be it, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment below. Comment down here. And it can be on anything. It can be on how do you try to keep it as easy to reply. I'm not really going to necessarily reply to all of them. I'm going to take screenshots sort of like I did here, and then put them in a video maybe in the next month, depending on how things accumulate. So if you don't get your question answered, don't worry. Like, I saw it. I'm just letting it accumulate. I'll try to answer some if they're easy to, to reply right away. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Info in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. You guys are killing it lately. Follow me on Instagram and stick around for more. Let me know what kind of videos you want. Let me know what you think. And that's it. So I will see you guys next time.